Alright, Shalom. I like to say Kahalayim, Wahawadla, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kodash. Right, double honors the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Ruel. Peace and blessings to the acrimony that pushes through to the four corners of the earth. Right, this Yaraba. I said I'd go through a few precepts that entitled it. About having a servant's mindset. When you're in this truth, you gotta have a servant's mindset. Because really and truly, to be a prophet of the Lord, or even like a wife, for example, we had to learn to be, you had to learn to be a good servant. The scripture talk about that faithful servant, right? And you already had to be in that mindset. Because a servant is be good at that. A servant is be good at listening. But a servant is be good at like following orders or following objectives. Because we know when we come into this truth, this is no longer about how we want things to be or how we would like things, but is you gotta be able to follow instructions. I think that is it is Luke 12, right? I'll start from 42. It says, and the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? You understand? And that is what we're doing right now. We're following orders. We're going out and preaching the streets. And we're doing things according to how we were instructed. Because as a servant, you have to learn to do things how you're instructed to do it and not how you prefer or how you find it should be done. You understand? Some people just get caught up with that. You just had a mindset where you had to learn to do things how you was told to do things. You understand? No, you just had discretion with everything. Like, for example, a man might have an elder. If you see elder off on certain things, he can go listen to what the elder say because you see elder off. But if you see an elder telling you to do something that's correct, you should listen to it. You understand? Or even with a wife who have a husband, your husband tell you to do something, you don't go about trying to do things how you find you should do it. You understand? You have to learn to be able to go according to instructions. And it's the same thing with men when it comes to the Lord. You don't want to do, when the Lord tells you to do something, you don't go about doing it your own way. Because we know that is something Israel big on doing. Israel will like to do what they want, or they will say that they're doing what the Lord tell them to do, but they will do it how they want to do it, and not how the Lord actually tell them to do it. You understand? That is not having a servant's mindset. That is not having a humble mindset. Because you're not humbling yourself to the ordinance of the Lord or to instruction. You're still trying to find a means that you still get in your way, or like you is the boss in some way. You understand? But when you come in the truth, that mindset is when you come in the truth and you actually become a new creature, as the scriptures say, you're supposed to change that mindset. You're supposed to have that kind of mindset where like if it's a rift between you trying to seize power, that kind of neglect mindset. You understand? That is not how it's supposed to be. You have to understand that sometimes you will get away and then sometimes you will not get away. That is just how it is going in life. But you have to learn to do what? To take instruction. Right? It's to give them their portion of meat in due season. It said, blessed is that servant whom the Lord when he cometh shall find doing so. And what he will find them doing, they were instructed to do. Or how they felt like doing it. They understand they were doing what he said to do, how he said to do it. And it is actually take a lot of humility to be in that mindset. Because like I say, a lot of jakes, they like to do their own thing, or they like to have their own way. They don't focus on what they were told to do, they just focus on what they want to do. That is a big obstacle to Jake. Right? Say verse 44, it say, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he had. Right? Have a reward for that. Scriptures talk about what? Making your body a living sacrifice. When you're making your body a living sacrifice, that goes back to what? That goes back to giving up yourself. that when we come into this truth, we had desires of things in the world, and we still have desires of certain things in the world. You understand? If our men, when they come into the truth, they might like a woman and they realize that, hey, she belonged to somebody else. They understand now that they have to leave her alone. You understand? So you can't want to go about things your way. You gotta go according to instruction. The Lord say she belonged to somebody else, leave her alone. You gotta leave her alone. You don't try to find some technical way to still get your way. You understand? Sometimes you gotta have a humble mindset to know, well, alright, this is how it had to be. I mightn't really like it that much that way, but this is how it had to be. And that type of mindset has been hard for Jake to grasp, or for Jake to have, because Jake always trying to get their way. They always want their cake and eat it. You understand? They're not good at receiving no and just humbly accepting no and be like, alright, cool, no. They're always trying to find some way to get what they want. But that is not the new creature mindset. You understand? That is now a humble mindset. Because just like if a parent have children, you understand? If the parent tell you no, it had to be no. You understand? You ain't gonna just try to find some way to still get your way. You gotta learn to accept no sometimes. And that is something parents just even teach children. Or like if a wife have a husband. If a woman have a husband and she husband tells she, hey, can't go nowhere today. And she's still trying to find some technical way to still leave the house. No, you gotta learn to understand sometimes that no is no. Or when you get instruction to do something, you do it according, not because you prefer it to be this way. No, sometimes you gotta learn to do things how you're ordered to do things. And the thing about Jake is, they will go back and forward with that mindset in righteousness. You understand? When it comes to righteousness, they'll want to debate against righteousness. But if there was in the army and they was getting paid to follow orders, no matter how much they didn't like it, they would still do it. You understand? So they have more order and less rebellion for the things of Esau's kingdom than for the things of the Lord. And I saw that with my own eyes just the other day. You understand? When it's actually time to contest Esau or the things of Esau, there doesn't be that quick to rebel against it. But when it's things that the Lord say how to do or how the Lord say how to be, that is when Jake does always try to find some kind of contradiction. And by doing that, you just see where the mindset really is, how the spirit really is. You understand? All these things in little ways that show you inwardly how that Jake really is. But like I say, you tell them what, make your body a living sacrifice. There's certain things you have to give up. There's certain things you have to understand that is just how it's not going to be. Even the prophets had to go through the same thing. All the tribulation they had to go through, they didn't want to suffer all that. But they understood that, hey, it's not my choice. This is just how it had to be. I had to go along with it as it is. And in this truth, you just had a mindset also. Because there are things you'll be going through and you'll be praying to the Lord to actually deliver you from it. And it has some things the Lord will deliver you from. But then it has some things that He will demand that you go through. And you gotta be humble and deal with it as He wants it to be, not how you want it to be. You understand? All that go back to being a sacrifice. You giving up your personal desires to please the Lord. And we know that we have a reward for doing this. So that servant's mindset is a serious thing. They say Romans 12:1, right? They say, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Because what? We was made for that purpose, to do the Lord's will and to please the Lord. It's something I refer to as what a servant's burden. You understand? As a servant, you don't always get your way. But you had to learn to be alright with that. You understand? As a man, you wouldn't always get your way when it comes to the Lord. As a wife, you wouldn't always get your way when it comes to your husband. And as children, you wouldn't always get your way when it comes to parents. But that is just how it is. You gotta learn to deal with that. You know, that is just how it is. Nobody just always get the way. You understand? But you gotta learn to be able to receive instruction. And you gotta learn to deal with things according to how you have to deal with it. And not just how you want it to be. That was 26. Matthew 26. Matthew 26, I'll read from 38, right? It said, then saith he unto them, Salakia. Then said he unto them, my soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. It said, tarry ye here, and watch with me. And he went a little further, and fell on his face, and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Because it's the will of the master that comes first. You understand? But we know in Esau's kingdom is the will of the servant that comes first. You understand? The wife's desires is over the husband's desires. The children's desires is over the parents' desires. And man's desires is over the Lord's desires. We know in Esau's kingdom, it's backwards. But in reality, is the flip. You understand? Is the husband who will get his way more than the wife. Is the parents who will get their way more than the children. And it's the Lord who will get their way, more than man. But at the end of the day, when you actually receive that instruction, you have to learn to be humble and go along with it. Don't have that mindset where, you're riffing against, you're trying to play technical and you're riffing against instruction and you're riffing against authority and all these different things. Because you wouldn't do that for Esau. You understand? So if he's a new creature, don't try to have that mindset when you actually come to the Lord. Always be humble and try to be as cool as possible. And try to follow instructions. And try to use wisdom as much as you could. I hope it was edifying. With that I say shalom. Stay strong.